First off, I'd like to apologize for the horrible clarity. It's been a long day and I've had to do this in my truck. What I did was I wrote down all the questions because I ain't gonna remember them, and I'll do this. Okay. First question was, what brought you to the initial choice of going into your degree program? Well, it was my love of games. I love video games, especially the Elder Scrolls series. Further in my career here, I'd like to specialize in combat design. I love the way that the flow of the fight goes in Skyrim, but it could be improved upon. Secondly, who is the program director for your degree? That would be Jameson Durrell. 16 years of experience in lead and design. He's worked at EA, Deep Silver Volition. I've actually never heard of that one. Oddworld Inhabitants, their game Stranger's Wrath, The Simpsons game Godfather 1 and 2, Saints Row. That's awesome. I've never played Saints Row, but I've heard pretty good stuff. He got a lot of experience, and I'm sure he's going to teach us well. That's a great thing. All right, number 3. What type of programming languages and software will you be using in your degree program? Well, we're probably going to be using game engines a lot, Unreal Engine 4 versus others. Probably start off with something easy like C#, move up to C++, using Unity for lighting and stuff like that. There's a lot of different programs I'm sure that we're going to hit up on, but those are probably the most basic, yet what everybody uses would be Unreal Engine 4 and C++. So we'll probably be hitting on those a lot. What do you think will be the hardest classes you would run into? Why do you think they will be difficult? Programming. Number 1 would be programming. I have no experience in programming at all. I've never done it. I've never done anything further than playing games on my computer, mostly Minesweeper. But that's probably why that would be the most difficult. Another thing is English. I have a hard time staying on a linear storyline. I've never been really good at it. I mean, I'm not horrible at it, but my stories tend to take turns for the weirder, never really staying consistent. And that's why composition or English will be the hardest, personally hardest, and then programming afterwards. But that's just for no experience. I'm sure once we get started, the teacher will be very helpful in explaining, and I'll get it. What do you think will be the easiest class? Math. I'm not really horrible at math. I wouldn't say I'm the best at math, but I tend to get math a lot easier than English, so I'd say math. A lot of stuff. If we're going to be working on spreadsheets and stuff, then I guess it would be the class right after discrete math, introduction to, I'm not entirely sure what it was called, but that one too. I had it written down, but I don't know where that paper went. But yeah, that one, spreadsheets, doing flowcharts and stuff like that. My dad does a lot of that for work, so when I need questions and stuff like that, I can always ask him. It's not that difficult. He's taught me a few things here and there. That would be question 5. All right, moving on to question 6. How will you go about succeeding in those hard classes? Well, work diligently. What can I do to prepare for them now? Start watching YouTube videos on programming and English. How to write better stories would be fundamental to games. If I'm not doing combat design, I'm sure I'm going to be helping somewhere, Combat design is something I want to do, but that doesn't mean that's all I want to have in my bucket, You don't want to show up to a job site with less tools than you need. So I'll be watching videos on how to make a story sound better and flow better. And possibly trying to write some programming. I really want to download a game engine and try to make something to practice on now so I can get some sort of understanding of the game before we start getting into it. So I will be doing that, and by working diligently, I want to start early. Try and do most of the hard work in the beginning of the week so that if I have any questions or if I'm not so sure of myself, I can ask the teacher. They'll be able to give me the insight I need. I can research what I need to do before I have to turn everything in, make sure everything's done ahead of time so that I don't have to worry about it. How will you break down your time to make sure you succeed in your classes? That would be the same thing. Try to start early, make sure I get everything done early. Not wait till Sunday at 9:12 trying to record a video. I did want to do this a lot earlier, but life did not permit me from doing so. But yeah, try and break it down. Try and get everything done by Friday. I try and do everything that way in case I don't want to turn anything in before Saturday. Finish everything I can by Friday. Saturday, read every single one of them. Do one last check before I turn everything in. That's how I'll break down my time. Look at the classes on Sunday, early in the morning. Make sure everything's turned in and everything like that. Then start looking up on the next classes coming in. Monday, try and get a little more understanding. If there's any reading to be done, finish the reading up. Tuesday, try and watch one of those live sessions that I still haven't been able to make. But, I always watch the recordings in the archives. But, yeah, try and make one of those. See what I can do. The insight from those are always helpful. I really appreciate those live sessions. It really explains everything I got to do. Try and do those. Wednesday, Thursday, try and do as much as I can for each project. Try and pick one, focus on that, then pick the next one and the next one. If I have to do 2 at a time because it's a lot, then I'll do that. I mean, it's not that big of an issue, but, I can refocus pretty quickly, which is a great thing. A lot of energy, too. I'm drinking coffee right now, but that's just because I like the taste. Weird. But, yes. Anywho, I look forward to working with everybody in my class. I'm not sure exactly who sees this other than the teacher. And if this is the teacher, then first off, I'd like to say thank you. Again, your live sessions, very helpful. Very good explanation. You couldn't see it. I just realized I thumbsed up, but I did it on the other side of the camera. So I'm sorry you didn't see that. But, thanks. Cool. Well, I hope this video was satisfactory to the grades. I tried to do as much research as I could. Jameson's Durrell is pretty epic. He's got a lot of experience, and I'm looking really forward to learning from him. And, well, thank you. Peace.